Hello guys, this is part 3 of our ASP.NET Core MVC project guys. So, uh, this time we are going to create the services to read the Excel files we are going to upload. So, we already have our database. So, you can see our database here. This is our database. Database that uh, we have created this via our add migration command. So, since this is called first approach. So for now, we only have one table. This is the table where we put our Excel files that we upload. So this is the invalid column name. What's the problem with this? It's okay. So anyway, so there's no data yet. So now we have to upload an Excel file. So basically, if we run this application, uh, this is just very simple. So this is the our front end is with .NET MVC. So this will be Windows authentication, so it will be connected into Active Directory. And then this home, this is the main page where they can search the best price, I think. So I have not layout yet. I just, for example, this one, upload Excel file. This is the part. So I have to put like this upload file and I choose a file, for example, like plan. And then when you upload, so here, this is an iForm file. So as you can see here, we can we can see the file that is being passed. So we need to receive Excel file format only. So from our services, we have to identify, we have to read that it's only allow Excel file. So as you can see here, this is the post and the one upload file is the gate. So this is the view and this is the where you read the file. The post means you are posting to data to the database, so you are going to read it. So we are passing iForm file type. So this is what we are going to read. So we have to create a services to read the Excel file now. So basically it's just very simple. So what I did here in the client side, vendor.ui, I just modify the template. So for example, in the views, so basically I add in the controller part here in a home controller. I did not modify the controller now. I'll just use the home controller. So basically I just add another method here, upload file, and this one also upload file that is purpose. So in my because this is already upload file, you right click it and you add view. Okay. So that is why I have view now upload file here. So this is the HTML page that we are going to modify for the UI. For example, for now, I just put ESP form, post form, this is a method is post. And ESP controller is from home controller. And the ESP action is the upload file. This is the home controller method here. So you can see here in the controller part of our home controller. Where are you? It's the here, this home controller. So this is the method upload file. Okay. So and then encrypt type multi-file form data. So that is why. And the input file is type is file and then submit button value upload. So this is just the button name. So we can modify it to make it beautiful, but that's not our focus for now. So after you click the button upload, so it will go into your controller here, and this is where we have to read the Excel service to parse the Excel file. So now we are going to create our services. So I just have to go to the domain. I will create a services folder, a service only. From this, I have to create. For example, I will have an interface. Excel. No, by Excel. That will be my interface for reading Excel files. So I can just put Excel service. Okay, so to define here, say for example, read or read async uh, for the type that will be read is iForm file. So this is the form file or upload file. So you see this one is coming from the you need to install this CDP feature. It's commonly used from Microsoft CDP. So you need to install this. Find and install package. Let's try. So this just make this as a task of Boolean. And this task is the system trading. Okay, so this is we have one signature for our interface I Excel file. Just to remove the unnecessary notice now. So we have to create an implementation class here. So I do this like this because I will apply dependency injection. So we will configure the services in our startup class. So this is Excel service implementation Excel service. So I will implement now the Excel service. So we have one method that we are going to implement now. Alright, so this is where we read the file now. So we can just have try cast here. Okay, so we just have a variable success here. Assign it to false. And when it is being read here, we just successfully read, no error. We can just assign the success to true. And then we can return, now we can return the success method. Method variable success. That. Oh. Then it is we convert ball to system trading data. Okay, so this is so the async. So let's check out here. No, in the we just use it later when we have implementation. So like that, for example, this is the implementation that we have. Alright, so before we read the Excel file, we just try to register it. This now the implement here. So we have to read the files here from here. So first thing that we should do is to find an Excel reader. I mean, to validate and uh, we need to use a library for reading an Excel file, and I have used the library for that is the library that I always use for that. It's the APP plus. So We install a app plus now. This is a library for reading an Excel file. So this is in our domain, right? So install packets. This is a nice library. app plus like that. app plus or let's try. You can see here there is a new license model for version 5. So this is where you are going to use actually PP plus package license configs. Alright, so we don't need it. Actually, we can do it from here inside the code. So, right, so after, yeah, for example, that so first you have to validate the upload file. So if file equals null or the upload file length, size length is greater than equals 0, so there's no upload file happening here. So you can just throw say no file uploaded. First condition is we have to validate if the file is an Excel file or not. So validation of Excel file, I think we can just have variable, we have file extension, we check the file extension. So upload file, that file name, so your upload file is iFrom file, it has a properties of file name already. We use the substring, the substring, yeah, substring, string, substring, upload file, uh, file name, we get the last index. We have made the last index here. Last index O. And then, yeah, we check the period. Plus one that just have to lower. So we get the extension and we convert it to lowercase. So we have to validate from here. If not file extension that contains, so we need to check if it is XLS, Excel file, uh, or an not file exists that contains the new version of Excel file, which is XL is IC. I think that's one. Or we can allow says B, you can just add here. But it's if not, so we just true. The meaning we will not accept any. We only accept Excel file. So we just return not valid Excel file. So we have validation now. So if not fine to that, if it's okay, now we are going to parse the Excel file, right? First, we use the memory stream, this new memory stream because we are just going to convert uh, stream. To system.io. it after or inside it, and then your upload file, you just have to copy to variable is like that. So file now is in memory stream, so it's a smaller chunk of files now. But anyway, you can also put this one here, just the same, I think. So will be next to that. It's just a variable declaration of memory stream. So you can see here is initialized a new stream plus with expandable capacity is initialized to 0. So there are less row. Alright, so after that, we're going to use our Excel package now. Excel package license. I visit the license. So this Excel package, we have to import the open Office Open XML. This is part of APP Plus that we have just installed. So you can see it has uh, license context. This is where we are going to set. So license context is just going to non-commercial. If you are going to set it commercial, I think you have to pay for that services. Anyway, this is one we have to read an Excel file. So there's another way, but I always use this library. I've been using this for almost 2 years already, and every time that I use Excel, I read Excel file because it does not need any MS Office to be uh, installed where you deploy your program. Unlike when you use an open Excel library, something like that. Right. So after that, we can create now the just control key is control key is what's shift control key is I need to use shift control key is control key is where is that? Using I cannot. Okay, I will just type it manually. Using Excel package, and I will just name it package is equal to new Excel package, and you pass the and is the variable that can for our Excel file. And then you just have this like this. So we just format it. So now we can start reading from the Excel file. So we can have the worksheet to the Excel. Worksheet is equals to package that we can have their workbook and a worksheet. We only have worksheet, so we just 1 0 you can define. Or if you want to read all the worksheet, you can just have to enumerate it or for look it. I think there's a way to do that. So I have to define my rows now. Rows is equal to worksheet, that dimension. You can read the documentation if you're not familiar with properties of this, but anyway, you can adjust in the Excel. You know it, how it works. The Excel, there is a row and there is a column. So we are just trying to get the rows and columns here, and after that, can parse the files. The files meaning you have to enumerate or read the Excel column. Here for the row. So integer, for example, this is your row. We'll start with column 1. Is lesser than or equals to the number of rows that you just have there. get the number of rows. So we just R plus plus. Then after that we read the column. So for example, we have this is integer C column. We start column 1 and C is lesser than or equals lesser than or equals the columns that we define C++. Okay, this is now the time that you are going to read the file, the Excel. So let me show you my Excel file that we're going to read. This is the Excel file. So actually, row 1 is the it's like a header. So we will start with row 2. Row 2 1 to column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so we'll start with row 2. They said that this is the format of the files. If they changed it, then we cannot read it properly. So for now, we will start with row 2 because this is row 2. The header is the column names that we already set. Okay. So now to get the value of the Excel file, for example, the row 1. This one we are going to add to our database, but so we have to inject here. Let me see, for example. Now we just have to, for example, we just read the for example, we have our was just directly access our model here, and you see that model, for example, you have the source. You can see the source. This is your Excel source. Okay, column. So source is column 1, so that will be source equals to worksheet. This is how to read your worksheet. So worksheet, that's cell, uh, that will be the row, and column will be that value. And this is string, just choose two string like that. So for example, row 2, and then column is 1. So you get, what is this? This is not. Okay, so yeah, that's one. Then the other column, the sitting the column, indoor. So this will be zero. Yeah, this is manual parsing of our Excel files. You can have another week, but worksheet that cell we this column is data is this is the alternate type now. So this one is, let's see if it will work. So this is decimal, so we can convert this to decimal. So we just have to copy this. Enter. So 14 feet. So to copy that. Copy that. So draw the container type. Next we have here the branch. So I think we pass this later on. What branch, and then the username, we need to pass the username. I just put my name now. But we can pass it from our the login. Okay, after that, we already set the value from the Excel. Okay, so in the code, so this time we are going to save in the database. So we have to we, we have to inject our repository here. So CTOR. So what repository we have to do to inject? Remember, we have created here a repository, vendor code repository. So this is where we are going to know the interface. The interface we are going to inject it here, and we just name it vendor. First, we have to add the name is here, and you have to create the field here, and convention we use. Although you can use the this, but like that. So from that you can have this variable. You can call the save from here. The reading is already defined here. So you can have that variable that add, where's the add cover, add, and then pass the entity, this the window code. That, so this is an await, so have to await that. So every line we add it, and after we add, of course we need to save that to the database, so we have to await that vendor.code that save changes as sync, like that. Alright. so this is our services now, Excel services. So we try to add it. Now, this Excel services, you have to register it in your, so you can use it in your controller. So inject it in your controller. First is you have to add it in your startup here. You have to register your services here, just like what we did in the DB context. So you need to add services here, and we use the service lifetime. We have singleton, we have add scope. So the difference of that, add scope can will have it's instant every time there's a request. So it's like a local variable. So add scope by Excel service. I think services. Scope like that. Services is output Excel service, and then the implementation in Excel service. Okay, you already registered it. We just build it. Now in our controller, our ASP.NET MVC here, uh, try to here. So we have logger here. So to add here the iExcel service. Excel service. Uh, build here. So this one, I just yeah. So you have your Excel service variable here now. So it's being injected in our constructor in the controller part. So this is where we read. So we can just say like that, that read async, and then the file. Alright, so we'll try run it. There's an error. Some services are not able to constructed error validating service type scope service Excel service lifetime scope implemented unable to reserve what this type or something counter this problem. Scope pasted here. Let's try again. Some services are not able to be constructed. Error while validating the service repository. Alright, so we have just the vendor repository here, but we did not add it in our startup. We did not inject it, so we need to add it here. We need to configure it as well. So I vendor yeah, we do not configure it and we inject it in the services. So we have to add it here. Forget. The implementation is vendor. So we already injected this in the Excel services, but we did not configure it here in the startup class. Right, so I think that error is gone now. Yeah, hey! Okay, so it's the viewing. We choose the file. Where is the file now? Did I save it here? Window put. Alright, this one. Copy of estimate, that is one. Upload. Okay, so we have the file uploaded here now. So that is Excel, XSLF. So we debug here. So we come here. Okay, memory stream. So we now have the worksheet. How many columns? Row 113 and columns. Row 113 columns. No, 18 columns. So we read it one by one. And there's an exception. What's the exception? We're able to read, but there's an exception. We'll go back again. File. Gender. From here. The breaker in the exception. The exception. Find the exception. So probably her man. So this way, if we do this, it's hard to find the exception. So I just have to go like this. Then fix that message. Now we'll put it here. File. So this is just the viewing of the form. So we need to choose the file. There. O plus plus. It's probably with this. Alright, you can see the exception now. Input string was not in correct format. Alright. Input string was not correct in format. It's that. It's that, Chris. Three. So I can debug it. I will not comment here first. No, not to go this like this. Therefore, that like that. So we can. Wait, search like that. Uh, One by one. So we can easily debug what's the problem, what line. Because if we do that, we cannot debug because it's like lambda expression. So this is manual way. What the benefits is you can debug line by line. Just the other one, if you do like that, you cannot debug line by line. Because to debug is the issue. We have to do like this. Anyway, this one we just exclude this for now. Alright, so this one you can just make like, oh, that's the object initialization. I don't like that because I cannot debug. Okay, here we go. We can find out the culprit. Oh, why it's not working. So this one it's okay. We get the this one it's okay. Oh, I know now. Input string was not in correct format, so a problem is here because this is decimal. I think I need to put string here. Let's try it again. File, My God, happening. So Excel file is string type. On. Hopefully this will be okay. Oh, it's still not working. My God. So I have to use to store this as decimal if there's a decimal point here also. My database is already decimal, so how can I get it wrong? So this is the problem, guys. So if we don't have this first, so just comment it. I think we will not have a problem. This is the problem of conversion. I think I will change the field instead of decimal, or I have to find a workaround about that issue because it complaining our field in the database is decimal. Yeah, see, so we cannot. So if we add that, see, there's another problem here. So, not accept a discourse object. A common cause of this error is disposing from dependency and then later trying to use the context to descend. Alright, so I think I have to fix the. Alright, guys, so there are issues to fix, so I will fix it later on. It's already 6 o'clock, so it's time to. It's already time, so I guess you learn a lot, guys, so I will. There's an error problem, but we're almost done here. So subscribe, guys, if you learn, and don't forget to hit the bell button so you will be notified on the upcoming series for this upcoming. So remember that this task is for 5 days or 4 days. So but and just for just today for this afternoon we're almost done. So we still have plenty of time to do I think I can write a unit testing code or testing something like that. So we have time to relax. Okay, guys. Bye bye for now. Happy learning.